Hi, everybody. Listen, I want to come on here real quick and I want to talk about Kenya Moore. I didn't really want to talk about Kenya Moore, but apparently it's necessary, okay? I'm on my way to Whole Foods to get something I don't need, okay? I was like, I want to get those cake donuts. Anyways, um, I have been hearing about Kenya, and she and Portia are supposed to be this dynamic duo and everything. And here's the thing, I'm never going to hate on nobody hustle, right? So, however you get it, as long as and it's not hurting or harming other people directly or indirectly, and especially on purpose, I'm with it, right? And I think, although I really can't stand Kenya, never really liked her from the go. Um, I'm happy for her that she was able to, have a baby because that was, part of her dream in life, And I get that. She wants that unconditional love. I understand it. I get it. And I support it. But, and King is there because King is an antagonist, right? She just is who she is. So she's going to be able to stay around because people like an antagonist. And the worst thing about Kenya being an antagonist is really, if I'm being 100 with you, Kenya is a bully, right? And bullies learn to be a bully at home. Be very clear. That's where you first learn how to be a bully. The second part is I feel like Kenya, it's weird because she has that other part of her that's very much an open heart for love. That's also, I feel like, a big part of the reason she's so mean. And what makes it worse, it's one thing if an ugly person is bullying you. It's another ball game if the person that's bullying you is revered by our effed up beauty standards as beautiful. Because her soul, I don't get beautiful from her soul. And I say that because even her bestie, Cynthia, uh, Cynthia, when Kenya first got on the show, Kenya was mean to her. She was talking about Cynthia's so dumb, and I'm paraphrasing, but that's what she was doing. And then once Nene, uh, did whatever to Cynthia, then suddenly Cynthia and Kenya are besties. But the thing is, Kenya and Nene are similar, except Kenya wants to bully anyone she views as weak. Nene will be nice to you. She's fun. She will get your ass together. What she tell Kim season 1 at the reunion? That's a low down, dirty dog with a wig on, or something like that. Or did she say monkey with a wig on? That's a low down, dirty monkey with a wig. She said something like that. Hilarious. Listen, it goes down in history. Nene is a whole beast. But they both can definitely be bullies. It's just Nene is way more likable because she doesn't come out of the front door that way. She at least will give you a chance. Kenya has like on a radar for weakness. If she thinks there's any weakness there, she's gonna come for you. Um, but what's been going around on the internet is that Kenya has done some sort of, she's been accused of, and everything I say on Chanel's reality is alleged, and in my opinion, and for entertainment purposes only. Let me say that. Um, but it is being alleged that Kenya Moore um, has been releasing or entertaining or participating in some sort of release of revenge porn. Revenge porn essentially is you've had some sort of sexual encounter with someone. You know that you're on videotape or that they have captured the event and or um, pictures of you in a naked capacity, in a very probably compromising capacity. It's most likely something you agreed to, but if you didn't agree to it, and let's say your boyfriend was secretly taping you, that and then now he's gonna send it to he gonna email your whole family of you giving him a BJ. That's an example of revenge porn. So what leaked was, I feel like it was audio, but there may have been. I think there was the audio and then a picture of what was going on that kind of showed Kenya saying yeah, that's a penis, that's a penis. And then also scolding or trying to humiliate one of the new housewives on Potomac. I'm sorry, on oh, there's something a car in front of me. It says their bump sticker says 12 Bravo. We blow shit up. Hooyah Army. And then it says Detroit versus everybody. Is that Kenya? Kenya, is that you in this Kia? And I don't know what 313 means, but it's a sticker that says 313. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So it shows, what does it say? I don't know what the first thing was that you said in the chat. But anyway, it shows that I won't say 100% certainty, but from what I saw, it looks as though they're somewhere. I think this is at Kenya's hair release or hair salon, hair spa party or something to that effect. Um, and my guess is Kenya's probably intimidated by this lady. Uh, it's being alleged also that whoever this new housewife is, she's pretty too. I looked at her yesterday. Um, that she and Kenya got into some sort of word battle, and the lady said something like, and like I said, allegedly, she said something like, well, you don't really want it like that, or you don't want it with me because I have guns for that, or sorry, GUNs for that, something like that is what was alleged. But then the lady said, "Oh, I didn't threaten anybody, whatever." So I don't know. We'll have to watch the season to find out. But this is the thing too. I don't know how you guys feel, so y'all let me know in the chat. But I really, really, really don't like the whole season playing out on social media prior to the season because it's just like, then what are we watching the season for? It's a anticlimactic type of watching of the season. I do like a trailer to kind of get you hyped up, like, oh, okay, this is what's happening. But that's the reason that you have a movie trailer, right? They don't show you what's happening, during the movie process, before the movie's made. They make the movie, they take out whatever they feel like the plot is. They give you a little bit of background information, put two or three characters on the screen for a minute and a half, and then they release something that they feel like is going to capture your attention enough for you to go and buy an $18 ticket, and then buy their $42 pretzel and $333 bag of popcorn, you know. And I'm that girl. I'm that girl. Well, I don't really buy popcorn like that anymore because I go to there's this one place called, what is it called? It's a fancy movie place. Oh my God, I can't think of. Is it iPick? I feel like it's iPick, and you get to lay all the way down, and they bring you your gourmet burger. It's like a chef there. Like I'm with that. Yeah, for sure. And I don't mind paying $30 at that point for a meal because it is actually a meal. But is it just me, or is it like you spend $4 in the grocery store, and it's more like spending 40, or is it the other way around? It's the other way around. It's like you trying to buy $40 worth of. I'm sorry. Can you go, sir? People are so stupid. I'm trying to get over. You're not even trying to get over, but you won't let me over. What? Why? You angry? Your wife ain't hitting it right? I'm sorry, your husband ain't hitting it right? Your wife ain't giving you the BJ right? Like, I don't know why you can't let me in. But anyways, um, what was I saying? Okay, so back to Kenya. So, like I said, I feel like Kenya's been a bully. Y'all remember how she bullied? I don't know if this was bullying. It definitely was rude and mean. When they were at that restaurant in the sky, I think they were across the pond, they weren't. Were they in Rome? I don't know if they were in Rome. They were somewhere across the pond, and they were in that dinner in the sky. Because Nene was having a whole panic attack, but Kenya was like, okay, because Cynthia had told everyone she's opening a wine cellar, which you don't have to be a wine connoisseur. It would be helpful, but she's basically saying I'm opening a liquor store, but for wine, and Cynthia. I mean, Cynthia is excited about it, and I think for the most part, everybody else is because everybody's on TV, at least in these type of shows, because they want to make a coin or because they need attention, and it's usually they need attention. Kenya. So then Kenya's on the thing and she's doing what she does because she just doesn't, she can't help herself. She's all like, well, what wine would you pair with this fish or whatever? And, you know, Cynthia, not really knowing, Cynthia is just like, look, I'm going to pair what I like. So Moscato. Anyway, I don't know exactly what she said, but you get what I'm saying. And so then she can't leave it alone. So how many red wines are there? And this, that, and the third. And, you know, Portia's trying to tell her about, you know, you pair this with this depending on the acidity level. And then here's Kenya. Well, you want to listen to Portia if, you know, if it's dealing with Hennessy or Crown Royal, which is accurate if I'm being fair. But it's like, why are you trying to tear down your girl? This is your girl. So then Candy Bird steps in. She's just like, when you opening your spot? I was like, yes, Candy Birds, yes. And honestly, now that Candy is gone, who's gonna gather Kenya? Portia? They supposedly booty buzz or bosom buddies at this point, so I don't think that's, well. It'll probably happen at the end of the season. Um, you know, Kenya's always trying to gather somebody though, so you know it's going rampant online that you know she's allegedly doing some sort of revenge porn. But again, let's not let this play out on social media. We would like to see the season. Bravo, Andy. We would like to see a good season happen, like without it all playing out before it gets to Bravo, before we even get to you, because then I'm bored. It's like releasing all of the good things that's going to happen at the reunion, and it's like, why am I watching this reunion? So, anyway, you guys let me know what you think about this situation with Kenya Moore. There's a second situation I want to talk to you guys quickly about. So there was this young lady. She's a white young lady, and I think this was in Arizona. No, was it in Arizona? Oh, I can't remember the state. I'm sorry. It wasn't Arizona though. Was it Arizona or Minnesota? Anyway, I'll put it in the link. I'll link it in the description. So this young lady is at her graduation. There is a black man who is the what would you call it? He's like the superintendent of the school or the district. I think it's of the school because I don't know if it was like a private school or if it's like a charter school or if it's a public school. Because usually the superintendents are a superintendent of a district or a college or something like that, right? Um, but if it's a private school, I think he's like a, what do they call them? Minister or something or master's. Figure it out. I'm not right now. I don't have that information. I can't read it to you right now. So, anyways, so the young lady is going across the stage, and this is this was being reported by TMZ. She's trying to go across the stage and get her um, graduation diploma, but it's, you know, it's not real. But anyways, and her dad jumps in and won't let her shake the superintendent's hand. I'm like, what is happening in America? What is happening, sir? This graduation is for the people that put in the work, the students. What are you doing? This is not about you. But so he was a white guy. His daughter's clearly white, and he jumps in, and it's presumed that there's some sort of racial implication of why he does not want his daughter to shake this man's hand. He goes on to tell the police something about, oh, it's not about race. It doesn't have anything to do with that. Well, then what is it? He says that, you know, I guess he has some sort of complicated history, and then all of this is alleged with the superintendent. The superintendent's like, I don't know, bro. Like, it's very sparsed out, but it isn't like we have an issue. By the way, that superintendent is you know, listen, high key, as they say on YouTube. He real hot. Hmm. He'll Harper hot. Hmm. Yeah. Listen, his DM's about to be lit, sir. Get yourself ready. Your DM's about to be lit up. I, I'm hoping maybe he has a wife, and if so, y'all stay out of this man DMs. They not though. Thoughts of America are gonna unite. Let Portia Williams find out. No, he don't make enough money for Portia, so that ain't gonna work. But anyway, yeah, prepare yourself for all the new put that's coming your way, sir. Um, but I mean, I don't think everything is about race. I don't. I do think that when it's a white man or a black man, white people and black people involved, and there's some sort of tension or some sort of wrongdoing, you always have to unfortunately consider that, right? So it's a privilege to not have to consider that, right? So if two white men, if it's a white principal or a white superintendent and a white man, they're just going to assume, meaning they're us, the public, we're going to naturally assume, well, there just must be an issue. But the issue is not going to be assumed that it's race. But when you jump in front of this black man that hasn't done anything to anybody and everybody else is shaking this black man's hand, why is there a problem? He didn't do anything to your daughter, at least that we know of, and if he has, then make that known. But why, A, are you at this your daughter's graduation acting an ass? B, she's going to be remembered for this bullshit that you doing. It's nonsense. It's like, what are you doing? You're ruining this lady's moment. You made it about you. I don't understand parents that do that. I'm not a parent, but I'm just like, you let her have her moment. You let this lady celebrate this. If you have a problem with this man, you handle that before or after. You do not handle that during the process. It's asinine. So he was removed from the special occasion. And she looked real embarrassed. She looked real embarrassed. Now, I know that a few years ago, there was this one young lady, they called her the ghetto grad or something like that. And I was team her. I'm like, this is my graduation. How dare you try to tell me? First of all, how dare you try to take my moment? How dare you let everybody in front of me that's light skinned, meaning light, bright, close white, that don't look like me? Because she's all kind of melanated over here. But how dare you give everybody else the microphone and let them talk about, oh, I'm gonna go be, work for Farmers of and I'm gonna go be a scientist and whatever else. But then you get to me, the chocolate girl, and suddenly you gonna hold a mic and you ain't gonna let me say my name like everybody else. No, 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 no. I'm not embarrassed. I haven't shamed anyone, and I haven't done anything embarrassing. What I have done is reclaim my time. Miss Maxine Water was it Walters? Let me reclaim my time, okay? And snatch the mic, I'll drop the mic, I'll do whatever else because guess what? You tried to publicly embarrass me, so guess what? You're gonna be embarrassed too. And I really don't care about all the people who wanna, go online, unlike, unfollow, because you're not my people anyway. You're not. If you're not gonna ride with me when I'm right, you're not with me. So, and I'm okay with that. Listen, you can get dropped off my friendship bus if you were ever even on it. I'm fine with that because listen, I'm only gonna ride with people that want to ride with me. Be very clear. I'm a whole Leo. I show up like, listen, bitches, look how fabulous I am. And I'm not fabulous according to whatever you think fabulous is. I'm fabulous according to what I think it is. And if I have put in the time and put in my work and I earned my spot, I'm gonna say my name just like everybody else. So you're not changing the rules for me because you don't like me, because you don't like my skin color, you don't like my gender. We're not doing any of that. And if you want to go, listen, we can all go to jail today. She doesn't play them type of games. Uh-oh. Stay hydrated. No, but listen, I don't have time for that. None. So yeah, they called her ghetto grad. So they know I know that they did that because that lady's brown. Be clear. So what do we call it? Oh boy, that came and stole his daughter's moment. That was so ghetto. There's a time and a place. That's what the people online were saying. Because we have this toxic conditioning that we automatically, attack victims. And her mama should have told her better. No, her mama told her right. You don't let people disrespect you. Because you don't get to do that again. That moment there, yeah, you get to go get another college degree and have another graduation. But you don't get to do that moment again. You just don't. So I'm not gonna let you do that to me. We all going down today, okay? And I'm not gonna feel any type of way about it. And I would never tell my child, I would never tell a victim to let someone walk all over you. I don't operate like that. I operate in the light, and in the light, we don't do stuff like that. I'm not letting you do none of that to me. You gonna learn right here, right now, today. We don't do that. Mm-mm. Bitch don't run in my blood. So I'm gonna operate. I'm the sweetest. I listen. I got the sweetest heart. I do, but we don't operate like that over here. None of that. We're not doing none of that. So I want you. What Nene always say? Get very clear. Be very get clear now. Child. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about these two different situations. Please just chime down in the chatterization of it all. I've arrived at my Whole Foods to go get my glazed donuts. Listen, y'all, pray for me. Whole Foods is not safe. They got hot food. I'm like, oh, I want some of those crispy green beans and a chicken strip. My husband put me on a budget. I don't listen, budgets are negative. I don't really operate with budgets. But like I was telling y'all earlier, I'm just like, $40 worth of food is like $4 worth of food at this point. What are we doing? Like, and then we got these cockroach size um, mosquitoes here in Texas. Can somebody find Ted Cruz? Is Ted Cruz out there in Cancun again? Every time we have an emergency, a weather emergency here, Ted Cruz and went to Cancun. And Greg Abbott, what is he doing? Where are you, Greg Abbott? He in a wheelchair. That man is the only man that I have ever seen in a wheelchair, and I don't have no compassion for him. And I'm a compassionate person. I have compassion for everybody. I think everybody deserves a second chance. But the way he is set up, that he don't give about none of us, it's very disturbing. Anyway, let me know about Kenya. Let me know what you guys think about this revenge porn situation. Another last thing is what is her name? Cynthia Bailey put something I think on her social media that says something to the effect of, let me hurry up because it looks like it's about to rain. Something to the effect of, and it needs to, because it's 155 degrees outside in Texas. Don't get me started. Um, it sounds like, well, I think they had already made an announcement that Cynthia Bailey is coming back like in a friend um, role, but she put something on her social media where she was just like, be right back with a heart emoji. So I think people are assuming that she's going to come back in a full time capacity. And I support that. I always liked Cynthia because she brings balance to the situation. She just naturally is a nice individual. So she understands give people the benefit of the doubt, but she can be shady, but she doesn't need to be. Plus, she got the cheekbones, honey. So, anyways, like I said, guys, let me know. Chime down in the chatterization and let me know. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.